Look, I know, no one likes ads. I don't either. So I'm going to keep this really simple. If this podcast brings you calm, if it helps you reset, or even just makes you feel a little more human each week, there's a way to support it. It's called Calm It Down Deeper. You get early access to episodes. You get daily morning affirmations every weekday. And then just knowing that you're helping this continue, which is a lot. Yes, I want to bring on guests. Yes, I want to host live guided meditations. Yes, I want to sit and just share life with you. I'm trying. As an artist, as a composer, as a podcaster, doing all of this on my own, while also being a husband and a dad and a human. I'm trying. So if this podcast has helped you, maybe this is your way that you can help it back. If you would, just head over to calmitdownpodcast.com, join the deeper community. And if right now is not the right time, that's okay. It's okay. Thanks. It means a lot. And now, on with the program. You know, there's a moment that's often ordinary when something doesn't go the way that you hoped, right? Maybe someone walks away. Maybe the door closes, like right in your face. Or maybe you give your whole heart to something and it just didn't land. And in that stillness, a thought comes to mind. Maybe it's not them. Maybe it's me. And that's how it starts, right? That single thought that somehow convinces us that our worth has changed. And today we're talking about those unraveling moments when rejection or failure makes us question what's always been true and how to gently return to what hasn't left us, even when it feels like everything else has. I'm Chad Lawson, and let's calm it down in 3, 2, 1. So first, I want to talk about when value feels conditional, because we're taught early on that performance equals value. Good grades, gold stars, applause. And when we don't get them, we assume that something must be wrong with us. So then we start to bargain. You know, if I succeed, then I matter. Or if they choose me, then I'm lovable. Our self-worth becomes a transaction. It's measured, it's tracked, it's graded. But conditional worth is like trying to stand on a rickety stool with 3 legs and a wobbly 4th. You're going to fall. And the falling feels like proof that maybe the whole stool, you, was never strong to begin with. But that's not true. So let's define what rejection is and what it's not. Rejection isn't a verdict. It's a moment. It doesn't mean that you're not worthy. It just means that something didn't align. Maybe timing, maybe energy, maybe it just wasn't yours. But your worth, that didn't change, not even a little. We forget that value isn't based on someone else's recognition of it, right? A diamond doesn't stop being a diamond because someone walked past it. Did you hear that? A diamond doesn't stop being a diamond because someone walked past it. So, hear me out. It's almost like a mirror that doesn't know how to reflect, right? Rejection does something really sneaky. It distorts the mirror. Suddenly, what you see isn't your whole self. It's the part that feels bruised. And the more that you stare, the more you believe that's all there is. But mirrors lie all the time, especially the ones that are shaped by someone else's preferences or by your own inner critic. So the work becomes finding a better mirror, one that reflects the parts of you that don't need fixing, the parts that were never broken. But there's the fact that what can't be measured still matters, because we live in a world that measures everything: followers, promotions, productivity, even how many steps you took before breakfast. But the most important things, they can't be tallied. Like the way that your presence makes someone feel safe, or the way your laugh makes silence feel less heavy, or how you notice the things that go unnoticed. Those things, they're immeasurable, and they're the heart of who you are. Here, let me show you. Let's pause. If you're in a safe space, close your eyes. Take a slow breath in and slow breath out. Now I want you to imagine your worth is like a quiet room. No awards, no feedback, no one grading, no one judging. It's just a space where you get to be. That stillness is you. Still whole, still worthy, still here. Breathe all of that in. And I want to remind you that this cannot be taken away. But there's also this part where there's humor in being human. Because you know what rejection never sees? That you're like the greatest singer when you're in the shower. That you name your houseplants, or that you make up bedtime stories on the spot just to hear someone giggle. Rejection does not account for the weird, the beautiful, the deeply human quirks that you are, the ones that aren't strategic or marketable, but just true. Because your value is not tied to a performance. It's stitched into your being. It's messy. You're hilarious and tender and whole. So this week, I want you to try to choose this wholeness. This week, when your brain says, maybe it was me, just softly respond, maybe it just wasn't meant to stay. And then come back to yourself. Make something with your hands, right? Say no without a 5-paragraph explanation, or laugh so hard that it startles your dog. Worth is not earned. It's remembered. You are not the sum of the people who walked away. You're not defined by what didn't work out. You're made of so many things no one can measure, and no moment of rejection gets to rewrite that. So breathe. Let the mirror clear. And when you look at your reflection, try seeing it through the eyes of someone who never forgot your worth, even when you did. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for living. And until next time, be kind to your mind and join me again as we calm it down. To find more episodes of Calm It Down, see where I may be appearing in your area, or just simply want to know where to send me some chocolate chip cookies, visit calmitdownpodcast.com. This podcast was written and produced by yours truly, Chad Lawson, composer, pianist, and nationally recognized Sweet Tooth. The views, expressions, and techniques in this episode are of my personal opinion and not intended, nor should they, serve as a substitute for medical advice or diagnosis rendered to you by your individual doctor or other healthcare provider. Only a licensed physician should evaluate your situation, provide a diagnosis, or render other medical advice to you, and you should only act upon the advice of this physician. Now, I'm an extreme empath by nature, but my profession is that of a composer and pianist, not a licensed therapist or physician. I hear from thousands of listeners how my music has helped them through various stages of emotional needs, and I simply want to offer this in future podcast episodes to aid those needs. So to find a list of licensed professionals in your area, please visit calmitdownpodcast.com. And if you've enjoyed today's episode, please leave a review, or better yet, Share it with a friend. While it takes less than 60 seconds to do, its impact will last for years to come, as every little bit helps in growing the awareness and the importance of mental and emotional health. Thank you for listening. Thank you for living. And until next time, be kind to your mind and join me again as we calm it down.